Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. I'm Supriyanchan from the Technology Advisory team at Nextime. And welcome to another topic in our series themed Women in Technology. The aim of this initiative is to connect with women from across the globe, making a difference in their area of work. I am joined today by Divya Gupta, Information Security and Data Privacy Leader at IKEA India. Divya comes with a rich experience of over 14 years in information security, working in various organizations. She also holds certifications in security from prestigious bodies that have helped her add a feather to her existing skills. Welcome to this podcast, Divya. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, Supriya. I'm very glad that I'm part of this podcast.
Thank you. Divya, you have started a career as an engineer. Today, you are into data privacy and security. With so many certifications added to your name, what would you say are your areas of specialization?
Yeah, so I came with an experience into computer science. And then I did my MS in software engineering. And when I got placed, I got an opportunity to be part of information security and data privacy. So my experience have been in the core information security domain, which has different branches in itself. I've started with the awareness sessions for information security, and then I have learned about business continuity, risk management, auditing, and in the meanwhile I have taken the certifications to learn more and more things, and that's how I have been placed into information security and data privacy, where I have been part of different branches of information security itself, and learned and have established myself well in this technological field, and I'm very proud of it.
Divya, what has been your inspiration to take up technology as a career? Like you rightfully said, it is so huge, there are so many things to do. What was your inspiration?
Yeah, so the biggest inspiration was that it's a very vast area. It's never ending, and you can deep dive into it as in when you want, as in how you want. So it's like it's very widespread scope of learning, and it's an ever-growing field. The time when I was in school and I was thinking, what should I do when after school? I was thinking of the life of Kalpana Chawla. Unfortunately, she's not with us, but she has been my role model, I should say. And I was very inspired by the career journey of her and how she has established herself in technology and how she has achieved the things in her life. And if we talk about technology, it's a very large scope of learning, and it changes every second. That's what I feel fascinated about. It's very it gives us the opportunity to keep learning and never stop learning. So India, if you talk about India, is already a home of digitalization, and we have a very big base of digital customers and consumers. And if you see, information security and data privacy is the core area of technology, where it helps us to keep our customers happy and our brand protected. So, and as we are increasing awareness, if you see India, a few years back, we were very okay to share our information. But today, if somebody asks you about your personal data, you will ask why it is required. So the way the awareness has increased and the people are thinking about the information and data, what they are sharing about themselves, has made a very big change in India. And I would say it's a very big potential in India for information security and data privacy. And in recent times, we have seen in pandemic how we are connected through technology, not even inside our homes, but outside also. All over the globe, we are connected through technology itself.
That's very true, Divya. This pandemic, whatever, there were pitfalls to it, but I've seen people connect so seamless thanks to technology that we have. And I think it's brought people more closer, because when we were working, when life was pre-COVID era, we would not have time to connect with people. But now we take that time, and it's quite it's so easy to just connect with anybody anywhere. And this kind of reach or usage of technology is across demographics. You will find the newer generation, the kids using smartphones with ease, and as well as people from the previous generation. You see our parents and even probably our grandparents using mobiles, maybe not for the purposes that we do, but they are used to it. So technology has kind of breaking barriers across all demographics, across all stratas. And data privacy and information security is the buzzword that we've been hearing so often now, with so many nations coming with their own laws, and India itself coming with its own data privacy and protection laws, that rightfully said, that it will open up a totally new arena for career opportunities, so on and so forth. There are so many things that are there one can do with technology. Like you yourself said, you start off with core and you can move off to so many various fields. What is it that you really love? What are you passionate about?
So my passion is about learning. I do not want to stand still at any point of time. So what I have seen in my 14 years of journey is how I have changed myself, how much I have learned myself. The day, if I remember, when I started my career with information security or technology, is I started with a simple awareness session to give people what information security is. And then when I started learning, getting into certifications and getting to know about more and more technology, I never stopped. And that's what keeps me going. So what I will say is whenever you get an opportunity to learn, it's always good to learn new things, even if it is your domain or some other domain. If you have interest in learning, if you have interest in technology, this is the field which is not going to stop anywhere. So it's every day, every second it is changing, and you have to ensure that you are changing with it. You have to keep pace with it, else you will see yourself at the back end. So to ensure that you are moving with the technology, you have to keep learning, and that is the thing which inspires me a lot. And in my 14 years of journey, I'll say I'm still learning. There are a lot of things I still have to learn, and I'm learning, and I'm looking forward to more of changes and more of knowledge which I can, more of skills which I can acquire by all these technological means.
Very true. This technology is something that is not constant at all. I mean, nothing is constant, but in technology, the change is so rapid, and the impact is so huge that there is always something to learn. So you can never sit back and say, okay, now I know everything in this. That wo wala phase kabhi, you never get at all. You're just constantly something is coming up, And the best way, like you said, is to embrace whatever is coming your way and take it up as a challenge and kind of, see what you can do the best out of it. And I think in this pandemic also what I have seen or I have heard from people whom I'm connected with is it has helped them to kind of upscale themselves and upskill themselves. So whether it is on the personal hobbies unko upscale karna hai, or it could be purely on the professional side, a lot of people have taken up courses to learn newer things, to understand newer things. So that again was possible so seamlessly because we had that kind of technology to connect with. We had those kind of options available to make those kind of informed decisions and choices that we're making. So constantly, people who really want to go ahead or want to move ahead need to accept and see what best suits them and take them in their stride and learning. And I think one thing which you also mentioned is it's not going to be kind of easy for anybody. Aisa nahi hai ki it is going to be easy for me, it's not going to be easy for you or vice versa. It's going to be difficult for each one of us, but it's just like how determined we are and we take it up with us.
Yeah, very true, Supriya. And I would say that people should not get scared of getting into technology. At times you feel like it's not my domain, or I'm not that much expert, I'm not the first ranker or something like that. But I would say take the challenges, take the opportunities. That one step of getting into it is something everybody needs. And I'm sure that one step is the leap you should take, and then deep dive into the technology, and I'm sure you will learn to swim in it.
You take that jump, you take that leap of faith, and you'll surely sail through.
Yes, for sure.
Divya, with this kind of rich experience that you come from, and those kind of various different organizations, prestigious organizations that you worked with, what would be your suggestion for women who are in two minds to kind of understand, what do I take up in technology, and is technology my cup of tea, like you said? What would be your suggestion or feedback for them?
I feel that, and I'll say to others that do not feel like you're a man or woman. Technology is not bifurcate into gender things. And if you're passionate about technology, you have a little interest in technology also, then don't hesitate to take the challenge. Failures are way to success. I have failed many times and I have reached here. And if I can, many can, I'm sure. What I'll say is, if you have some expertise, you have interest in some topics, speak for it. So whenever you are in public meetings, try to speak on the topics try to speak on the topics you are expert in, and that's how people will know about you. My experience as a woman in technology has been very positive and rewarding. You will find it worth when you are working with right people in the industry. And because of them, those people will not see you as a woman. They will see you as an expert. And that's the best thing you will feel when you are working with right people. It would be nice to see many people in this area, in the different areas of technology, especially in data privacy, I would say, because it has a tremendous scope in India itself. We are looking forward. There is a study which says that in India itself in 2025, we will have 65 million jobs in digital. So I would say that grab the opportunity. Don't hesitate to take the challenges or risk. Do not get scared or from outside. Try to get inside and see how it is and what you can do. And as a woman, I'll say just learn. Don't think you are a woman. Make your skills, your knowledge, and your experience speak for you.
Absolutely, Divya. I think, one of the most beautiful thing that you just said was that people will look up to you as an expert and not the gender you belong to. And for that, each one of us has to polish our skills, sharpen it, upscale ourselves at every given opportunity, and not be afraid of taking up challenges. And like you rightfully said, it's always better to test the waters and see, because you will definitely get somewhere, and it is going to be a rewarding and enriching experience through and through.
Yes, absolutely. And being in IKEA, I would say that I'm very proud to be part of IKEA as a co-worker. And in IKEA itself, we follow this gender equality and we practice it. And I feel so proud and so good being at IKEA India that we are together and we do not have anything which talks about men or women. We just talk about technology. We talk about expertise, knowledge and skills.
Thank you very much, Divya, for those interesting thoughts and sharing excerpts from your journey and experience. It has been a wonderful conversation, and I'm sure our listeners will find the session to be interesting and useful. To all our listeners, thank you for being part of this podcast. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did it in putting it together. Stay tuned for another interesting conversation coming up in this series. Until then, stay safe and stay inspired.